Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate from the other side. Watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation. Please.
You won't believe what you're about to see. Democrats get caught in 4K and suddenly forget how sound works. Years of chanting, tweeting, and posturing about defund the police. And the second the video rolls, it's crickets. Heads down, eyes glued to the desk. Full system shut down. Andy Biggs doesn't yell, doesn't insult, doesn't grandstand. He just hits play and lets Democrats convict themselves with their own words. That's not politics, that's receipts in surround sound. If you love watching fake narratives collapse in real time, hit like, subscribe, and let's watch the full clip before I give you the full breakdown.
Thank you. And I just want to address Mr. Johnson, who said you brought the receipts. Well, Mr. Johnson, I've got some receipts for you. This committee met about 2 months ago, and the chairman, who can call any person in the world who walks this earth as a witness, called this guy, who tweeted just a couple weeks before the hearing, "Fuck cops." Your witness tweeted that. Not one of you disavowed that guy. Not one of you said that was inappropriate. I was stunned that you call yourself a pro-police party and you bring a witness before us that says, "Fuck cops." I don't believe in that, but I thought if you didn't believe in that, you would have taken the opportunity to say it. But no, not only did you not disavow it, you invited the guy here in Congress to be your witness. Imagine if we had ever done that. We didn't. You did. Second, I would love Mr. Johnson to disavow, because by the way, I will disavow the defund the police movement. I've never called for it. I believe, just as President Biden believes when he addressed Congress, that we should fund the police. But Mr. Johnson, will you disavow your colleague, Marjorie Taylor Greene, who tweets out and makes money off of a defund the FBI movement? Because they're police too. They protect us too. But I don't think you will. I think you're going to sit silent, and your silence, by the way, is complicity. I yield back.
Gentlelady yields back. The gentleman from Virginia is recognized. Yield to the gentleman from Arizona.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Appreciate the backpedaling at an alarming rate from the other side. Watch out, you might fall over backwards. We have a video to play. I think this will provide some visual summation. Please.
The police has to happen. We need to defund the police.
Mayor Eric Garcetti saying, take some of the money from policing, about $150 million.
I applaud Eric Garcetti for doing what he's done.
But we need to completely dismantle the Minneapolis Police Department.
It is outdated. It is wrong-headed thinking to think that the only way you're going to get communities to be safe is to put more police officers on the street. So yes, defund your butts. Defund you.
Yes, I support the reallocation of resources from NYPD.
We will be moving funding from the NYPD.
Yes, I support the defund movement. I'm for responsible reallocation of resources.
And defund the police.
I think you do all those other things, you don't need all the money that's going to the police department. So yeah, I mean, the spirit of it, I do support that.
Yeah, and a lot of us were asked if we could imagine a future without police back in 2017 when we were running for office. And I answered yes to that question.
We are going to reduce funding in the police department and redirect that money.
We propose to redirect over $7 million from the police bureau.
The police department here in Minneapolis needs to be dismantled, and we need to start anew.
In some necessary cases, completely dismantling those police forces.
Police departments are taking a sizable amount of the budget of a lot of municipalities and other entities. We need to look at those budgets, pull some of the money back.
But we talk about defunding the police, defunding the Pentagon.
My push is that we defund our police departments.
Defunding police means defunding police. If these reports are accurate, then these proposed cuts to the NYPD budget are a disingenuous illusion. This is not a victory. The freshman Democrat adding, the fight to defund policing will continue.
Mr. Chairman, I also have several articles that I would like to submit for the record. Instead of reading all the titles, I'll just provide those to you, if that's okay.
Without objection.
And I'll yield back to the gentleman from Virginia, Mr. Klein.
Would the gentleman yield?
Yield to the chair.
Yeah, I would just say in response to the gentleman from California, of course we disavow that tweet. That is obvious. And if we'd have known that individual had that tweet out there, I doubt if he'd have been invited as a witness. With that, I yield back to the gentleman from Virginia.
What jumps out here isn't drama. It's discipline. Andy Biggs understands something Democrats still haven't learned. You don't beat bad arguments by screaming over them. You beat them by letting them finish talking. He didn't need a speech. He didn't need a rant. He let Democrats indict themselves with their own voices, their own faces, their own smug certainty from a few years ago. For years, we were told Republicans were lying about defund the police. We were told it was exaggerated, taken out of context, a right-wing scare tactic. And then the video rolls. Not one clip, not two. A full montage of Democrats proudly saying exactly what they're now pretending never happened. Defund the police. Dismantle police departments. Reduce funding. Reallocate resources. Imagine a future without police. No spin. No editing tricks. Just the truth, uninterrupted. And look at them. Schiff frozen like a wax figure. Swalwell suddenly fascinated by the desk grain. Omar staring into the void like she just realized the internet keeps receipts. Nobody objects. Nobody interrupts. Because you can't filibuster your own words. That's the beauty of video. It doesn't care about your rebrand. Then comes the cherry on top. The fake outrage about disavowing. Democrats suddenly demanding Republicans disavow things while sitting on a mountain of their own undisavowed rhetoric. The audacity is almost impressive. They cheered these policies while cities burned, cops quit, crime exploded, and families paid the price. Now they want a do-over because the polling went south. Sorry, memory doesn't reset just because your messaging failed. Biggs wins this exchange not by volume, but by restraint. Democrats are trained to feed on chaos. When it doesn't come, they unravel. Calm confidence backed by facts beats theatrical moralizing every single time. This is what accountability actually looks like. Not shouting, not lectures, just the record. And that's why this moment matters. It reminds voters that slogans fade, but footage lasts forever. You don't get to pretend you never said it just because the consequences showed up. Andy Biggs didn't expose them, they exposed themselves. He just made sure nobody forgot.